Can you share a little bit about yourself and the type of shoulder pain you were experiencing before working with us?
Um, it was a lot of aching. It was a lot of um, uh, pinching motion when I was at the bottom of the reps. It would after I would warm up my shoulder, it would kind of subside just a little bit, but not anywhere near as much as it subsides now. Um, so I was when I was going heavier, I would find that I knew something was off. I'm like, yeah, this is just not feeling good. And it kind of restricted me from going heavier to really push it. And now when I warm up 15, 20 minutes into it, I would not be hesitant at all to load up 400 on the bar and even just like to pick it off. It wouldn't hesitate. There's no second guessing about it, which is awesome.
Absolutely. Can you walk me through like how long you've kind of had this shoulder stuff for and like some of the other things that you like maybe tried like in the past?
So it was when I started lifting again after the 27-year hiatus, I was doing triathlons and then I got back into it probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So my bench came up really fast, and that's where I noticed the shoulder pain starting. Um, and it's starting to come out pretty quick. So probably like 3 years it's been going on. And I went to an orthopedic surgeon. We did an MRI. Nothing was torn, just inflamed the labrum. But he couldn't tell me like the whys or hows. He tried a cortisone shot that didn't work. He gave me another cortisone shot, and I didn't want the cortisone shot, but I figured I would try something because if I'm hurt, I want to feel the pain. I want to know that something isn't mechanically working right.
Something.
Um,
Yeah.
right. So, um, I went to three different physical therapists. First guy diagnosed it as pectoral tendonitis on my left side.
Yep.
The next one was actually an Olympic lifter, orthopedic guy who said it was impingement, and I spent a crap ton of money with him going to see him probably 6 or 8 months. Um,
Hmm.
and nothing really changed. He was kind of like fishing for answers, like always trying to like sell himself, like this is working, right? And I'm like, no, it's not really working.
Yeah.
And then I went to another guy, his approach was a little different. But I think the biggest thing with your program is that I understood the whys, the hows. Doing it every day, I think, is huge. Because before I was going to physical therapy, like once or twice a week. I went through with you, but um, the repetition and the like the daily motion of it was. I made the connection that it is kind of like the factory reset for my body. Um, and that kind of sunk in. So that was cool. That was really good.
What do you think was different from like our approach from like maybe like the exercises or like kind of how we structured things? Because like you saw a couple different therapists.
Yeah. Um, I think it was probably your explanations of not to push, no pain, going to the end of the range of the motion and stopping,
Yeah.
and that kind of resonated with me about kind of why I'm doing it because um I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing chest flies for flexibility when I was doing triathlons. And when I get out of the swimming pool, you're swimming for 45 minutes to an hour and you do the stretches and the hangs. And it's like my range of motion never improved. And it's like all those static stretches, even the dynamic stuff, it never really, it never really changed. And that kind of got me this to like internalize that, okay, this static stretching and even the stretching mindset isn't the way to go. It's just get the muscles to the end of what they're naturally built for, and then come out of it and then go into it, come out of it and go into it. And that just it made sense.
Absolutely. So like mobility being active versus like stretching and like passive, like literally like hammer on the nail there. What do you think of the app? Was it easy to follow on your side?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was easy. I passed it on some of the stuff I mentioned, like some of the I forget some of the exercise in the beginning. I remember it's just writing down like these things suck. And it's just like, holy cow! It's just like it's just the flexibility of them.
Oh, it really outlines the mobility deficits kinda early on, especially when we were doing, like, the windmills. I remember those messages that we kinda get back and forth with those ones. You
Yeah,
know, things
yeah,
can suck, and then it's like, "Oh, man, they suck less." It's like, just imagine you continue to keep doing it. What'd you think of, like, the level of, like, kinda communication and support, like, throughout the 12 weeks with that?
it was good. It was good. I mean, there were times where like I would have a question, you jump on a call, or where I send a video, and your response time was pretty good.
What would you say to someone who's hesitant about starting a virtual shoulder rehab program like this?
Your ears must have been ringing yesterday. I talked to a lot of people at the gym about your program and how you approached it, and it's a win-win all around. I'd highly recommend it. Um, and a lot of those become apparent because of the failures of face-to-face time with other people because they haven't worked. And going to someone's office isn't necessarily a recipe for victory. It's knowing, like because I'm a welding engineer. It's like sometimes it's knowing where to put the weld and not necessarily in the perfect place, but how the recipe goes together. And I think the recipe for success is the continuity, the daily reminders of it. Um, Through the app, it's definitely awesome. Um, and whether it's in person, face to face at a doctor's office or not, that's got nothing to do with it, really. It really doesn't. It's just the interaction is good.